Hello. Welcome, everybody. Good morning. Good Wednesday morning. Welcome to Raincross Farms Makery. Come on in to our craft studio. Get yourself a beverage of choice. Prop your feet up, or if you're at work, close your office door. Welcome. Again, my name is Robin, and behind the computer and behind the camera is my husband, Bill. And we are coming to you just outside of Lewiston, Idaho. And we are so glad to have you. Let me quickly pull up the live on my phone so I can see it a little bit closer. So, welcome to our segment of Craft Round the Clock. This is Going Fruity Week. So, we have a fun little craft with a fruit theme. Hello, hello, hello. I'm very distractible this morning. Anyway, if you are watching our live, welcome, welcome, welcome. If there is a red box up here that says live, you're watching us in real time. If it's not there, you're watching the replay. Either way is great. We are so glad to have you. If you are watching the replay, please comment #replay so we'll know when you watched. And if you're watching, we would certainly appreciate it if you could help us out by liking or loving our page, following our page, sprinkling out our page to your public groups, to your page, any way you feel comfortable doing. So thank you so much. We do have our stars activated, and we appreciate all of your support. Hello, Tracy. Good morning. And Ocean Breeze, welcome. Thanks for joining us. So, okay, let's get to getting. My little craft is, there we go. My craft is inspired by some strawberries that we bought at a farmer's market, a local farmer's market, and the strawberries came in these cute little berry boxes. They aren't those plastic ones you get in the grocery store. So I thought let's decorate this up and let's make some little strawberries to go inside. Now these are just, what is it, fiberboard? Press board. So I want to give it a little bit of strength maybe in case it gets damp or something. So I'm going to just give it a quick coat of Mod Podge. This is the dishwasher safe Mod Podge. I figured that would probably be the most protecting against moisture of any of them. So we're going to give it a try, and we're just going to give this a quick coat. Grab a brush, and then we are going to make some really cute strawberries. So I'm just going to kind of glob this on. It should become invisible when I'm done. And it should give this a little bit of gloss, which is not a bad thing. Do the inside first. So how is everybody? Good morning, Grace. Welcome from Fanfare Creations. So we are having, how's everybody's weather so far? We are, let's see, we're on Pacific time, so it's almost 9 o'clock in the morning. We had some rain, a light rain, most of the night. It's very nice, but it's still hot outside, so it's kind of sauna conditions. How about you all? Are you blast furnace? Are you sauna? What has your weather been like?
Mitzi from South Carolina says hi. Patty,
hello, Mitzi. Welcome. Ocean Breeze is cloudy. Urban Diverse from the United Kingdom, welcome. Good evening to you. Hopefully not middle of the night, evening.
No, they're probably
Okay.
about.
So if you're just joining me, we're just going to kind of decorate up this berry basket, and it is an actual, it actually had actual strawberries in it. It's made out of press board, so it's like cardboard. And so I'm just giving it a layer of Mod Podge to kind of keep it, protect it from the elements. Not that it's going to be out in the elements, not in outdoor elements. Whoops, I'm flipping this Mod Podge all over. So this is totally optional, but I just thought I kind of want this to last a couple of seasons maybe.
Liana says hi.
Hello, Liana.
And
Welcome.
Ocean Breeze
Glad
Mary
you're
sprinkled
here.
for us.
Nearly 5 p.m. So you must be off work. I don't know if you have the same work hours as I don't know what work hours are anymore. Work hours are not 8 to 5 anymore. Some professions maybe. So hopefully you're having a relaxing evening. You're in for the night. You're settled down. You're eating your dinner. If you're here in the United States, maybe you're getting ready for lunch or still eating breakfast. Okay, so got that coated. It's kind of soaking in, so it's a little bit soft. It's kind of one of those that's going to get better. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Okay, let me put that in some water, and I'm going to clean off my hands.
Cindy Lou says happy Wednesday.
Welcome, Cindy Lou. Happy Wednesday to you too. Okay, I'm going to give this just a quick blast. We're not going to really do much else to this. We're going to add some things on top of it. But I just want to give this a chance to dry up a bit. We are going to fill it with some cute little strawberries. And super easy to make. Craft with your children, with yourself. Super easy. You're going to need, what I used was some scrapbook cardstock. So I'm going to set that aside. Now to make the strawberries. I don't work anymore. Had to retire from my job in my early 30s due to your disability. Well, I guess hopefully that's a good thing. Hopefully you are enjoying your retirement, even though it might not have been your choice. Hopefully you're keeping busy. Okay, so we are going to use cardstock. So this is like 12 by 12. You get it at the craft store. I either got this at Joann's or I may have even gotten this at Walmart. So I'm going to use red for the strawberries, and I'm also going to use some green for the leaves. So what I did is I scoured my kitchen for a circle that would fit 2 of them on this, because I don't want to waste too much of this. And I found a lid that was, let's see, just about 6 3/4. Anywhere in the 6-inch range would be good. And I just cut a circle, and then I found a smaller one. I'm going to need this for the leaves, and this is just a little over 3 inches. So I'm going to trace this. So I'm not going to use my Sharpie on that. I'm going to use just my pen on this, and I'm just going to trace around it. And I've already made up a couple of samples, so I've got some cut out of this already. So I'm going to trace this one around a couple of times. And then I'm going to cut out my circles. Get my scissors. So, and it doesn't have to be precise, although if you wanted to make a whole bunch of these, you could either cut them by hand or you could fix it up so your Cricut could cut them out. But if you're just going to make a couple, we're just going to make enough to kind of fill our basket. And they're going to have a fancy surprise inside. Good morning, Patty. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. How are your little glow-in-the-dark skeletons? Those were so cute. So there's not, it's basically just paper. You could do this without using any glue at all, but I am going to use a glue stick. But you could do it without using any glue at all. So that would be super simple. They glowed, yes, yay! Mine did too. Well, I didn't do skeletons, I did pumpkin faces, but. Okay. Good morning, Betty from Fayetteville, Arkansas. I know I am not out of Facebook jail yet, but I am down to a certain number of hours. I click on it and it says review your restrictions, and it said I was like at 40 hours. So less than 2 days and I will be out of Facebook jail. I'm innocent. I am innocent, but I am serving my time. I got no time off for good behavior. It's just not right. I had no due process. And again, I guess Facebook is not a democracy or a republic or whatever. Okay, started your own business, painting wood shapes and crafting. I used to rescue cats. You don't do that anymore either. Well, they can be a handful. We rescue cats only one at a time. Although at one time we had, what was our max that we had? Did we have 5 at one time? Mm-hmm. At one time we had 5 cats. Okay. How are you able to? I am able to go live because my husband, and if any of you have a business page, make sure you have one or more administrators. Because my husband's an administrator on my Facebook business page, he can go live. So if you'll notice, it'll say it's coming from Bill Bourbonnais. So I can't go live, but they are lowering my feed. They are purposely not pushing out my content. So that is what I'm looking forward to being gone. Okay, what is Facebook jail? Facebook jail is when you do something that they don't approve of. Okay, I'll explain in just a minute. Okay, so I'm folding this in half, and I'm going to fold it in half again. Well, what I had done is I had made a comment, a perfectly innocent comment, and somehow they construed it as I was inciting violence.
I was using my
be careful.
I was using my cutting tool for trimming down some plastic and ended up putting a small thing in my hand that I needed to go to the doctor for. And she mentioned that I needed to have this.
I used the word CUT and KNIFE.
And they called it inciting.
And they said
violence.
I was inciting violence. Oh, and for a while, Mary, I wasn't able to do anything. For a while, I wasn't able to comment. I wasn't able to use emojis. I think that lasted like 3 days. But I had a 30-day restriction on going live and 30 days of them not lowering my reach. Okay, so I was talking all through that. So I folded it in half, and then I folded it in half again. And then I actually folded it in half again, but I kind of did it.
So is that like an 8?
So that it's in 8 pieces.
I'm trying to figure out which is the best way to see it. I'm overhead.
So you can see I've got 8 pieces. Okay. And so And I didn't completely fold it over that way because it's kind of thick. You don't have to use cardstock. You can use just regular scrapbook paper. Now I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to go up about halfway, and I'm going to just cut kind of like a flower petal. Okay, so I traced that for you so you can see what I'm going to do. So I'm going to cut that along there, and if it's too thick, cut it in sections. So just do like one section there, and then fold it over and do another section here till you get all of those cut. Again, to about the middle of that line. Hopefully you can understand what I'm doing. I'm going to come up on this side, do the same thing.
You make it like how you would
It's
usually
kind
do
of like you'd
hearts?
make a heart, and you'll see in just a moment. But I'm doing like 8 of them at a time, or 4 of them at a time. Okay, so I've got it cut like that. It kind of looks like an ice cream cone. Now if I open it up, it looks like I have 4 hearts. And that's perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one of these hearts out. So I really only want 6 little petals. Cut basically 1/4 of it away, like that. Ta-da! Okay, so this is going to end up being my strawberry. You'll see. You'll see. Now I'm going to put some little seeds on my strawberry. So I just have a Sharpie, and I'm just going to put some little black dots here and there. Doop, ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop.
We have 5 cats, and I was only taking one at a time at any one time, but Mom has the 4 cats at rescue. So
Hey, we have 30 people watching. That is awesome. Yay! Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you will consider following our page. We do lots of fun stuff. I hope you enjoy this. If you know of someone who you think would enjoy this, tag them. See if we can get them on. Let's see if we can get 50 people watching.
there's Kate.
Hey, Kay. Hey, girl. How are you today? Okay, so I don't need to do it on this 6th one. Can you see what I did? I just put some little dots. I don't need to do it on that 6th one, and you'll see in just a minute. I'm going to get my, first, before I do that, I'm going to fold this back up, and I'm going to get my Power Punch or my hole puncher.
Hold on. I'm going to go over top.
Okay, so I just folded it all back up again, and I'm going to get my hole puncher. I do it upside down so I can see exactly where the hole is going to go. And I'm going to go in, I'm going to center it side to side. And I'm going to punch holes through all of those. Okay. Now I'm going to get my glue stick, and I'm going to just put glue on this 6th little petal, 6th little section. It's not really a petal because it's not a flower. And I'm going to welcome Frida from Kentucky, first timer. Welcome.
Isn't that where your cousin lives in Kentucky?
My cousin lives in Kentucky. She lives in Magnolia, Kentucky. Do you know her? Okay, so here I've got this little, it's not a trapezoid, it's a pentazoid, I don't know. It's going to be a strawberry. So now I've got this, I've got the holes in it. I'm going to grab some ribbon. This is like 1/8 inch wide ribbon. You could use much wider if you wanted to. This is just what I had. Now I'm going to take this, back up the bus. I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to make the little leafy things. It was relaxing for a while until we moved to this house, and now we get no peace and quiet because of our uh-oh, bad neighbor, bad neighbor. Do tell. Hi, Jeanette, welcome. Wacky Jackie, welcome, Wacky Jackie. There must be a story behind that. Lisa, welcome. Thanks for watching us from Louisiana. Okay, so I'm going to fold this again like I did the big red one. So I'm going to fold it in half again. Now if I tried to fold it over again, that's just way too thick. So I'm just going to take half of these, fold it there, fold that back. Okay. So again, I've got this folded in 8 parts. Now I'm going to cut it again, but I'm going to cut it not round like we did on this one, not round, but to a point. So let me do this with my Sharpie so you can see where I'm going to cut. So this, can you see where I'm going to cut? Up to a point. And again, because it's kind of thick, I might do it in sections. I'm actually going to be cutting most of this away. But this is going to make that strawberry leaf. Okay, gotta run. See you later, Kay. Thanks for hopping in. I know you are probably getting ready for you have a big old craft fair coming up. You got stuff to do. Thanks for hopping in and saying hello. Okay, so I got this like that. When I open it up, does that not look like one of those little tops of a strawberry? Oops. He keeps changing where the camera goes.
I'm trying to get it to where we can see what you're doing.
Okay, now I'm also going to poke a hole in this, but I'm just going to fold it in half. I want 2 holes. So I'm folding it in half. And you can see I poked a hole here, but when I open it up, it's got 2 holes. I'm going to need that for this ribbon. Okay, so I'm going to feed this ribbon through here. So I'm going to go from the top down, bring it back up, top down. To the next one, come up, top, down, up, top, down. You'll see why this is important in a minute. Top, down, and I'm going to come back here, even where this one started, I'm going to go top, down. Okay? So I've got it like this. I'm going to get out my fancy surprise. I've got fancy chocolates. So I'm going to put some candy in here. You could do this easily. You could fill it with M&Ms. You could fill it with Reese's. You could fill it with, what am I trying to say? Kisses. Okay. Now I'm folding this up and I'm trying to make sure this is not cooperating. I'm trying to make sure that they fold over each other in order. I'm not doing a very good job of showing you this. There we go. Okay. So you can see it kind of, this one goes over this one goes over that one goes over that one. So it kind of makes a little spiral. Now I'm going to tie this off. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to tie that off. So it ends up looking like that. Now I'm not going to tie it in a knot because I want whoever gets it to be able to open it up. So I'm not tying that in a knot. Now I'm going to take these strings and I'm going to stick them up these 2 holes in my leaf. And then I'm going to tie that on. Again, not in a knot because I want them, if you want them to get what's inside, you're going to have to not tie it in a knot. And then I'm just going to put a little bow. Come on. I'm going to tie that in a little shoelace bow. Now I could use ribbon, I could use raffia, I could use just about anything. But if I use green, it kind of makes it look like the stem. So, what do you think? Is that cute? And you know what's inside? That fancy chocolate is inside. Okay. So, I'm going to bring this back out. I'm going to finish drying it up a little bit. And then a cute little tag to go on it. I'm going to use my super hot one. Oh, I got this berry basket. Hello, Susan. I don't know if I said hello to you already. It is a cute idea. I did not create it myself. I found it scrolling on Pinterest. So that I got at the farmer's market, and it was filled with strawberries. Craft stores sell these in ceramic. I just wanted to use what I had on hand, so I gave it a layer of Mod Podge, just so in case it gets damp, it holds up, because it is just made out of cardboard. Okay, so we are going to make a tag to go on this. So I'm going to set these aside. See, it's going to be cute. It's going to go in there, and look, I made more. So I'm just going to, now you can make these any size. These circles were about 6.5 inches. You could make them huge, you could make them smaller. I did it this size just so you could kind of see it. So I have a basket of berries. So I'm going to make a tag. So I have one of my tag minis, and we are going to paint this up. We're going to paint this red. So I'm going to use my chalk paste, Chalkology paste, and we're going to use it like paint. So I'm going to put a little bit in the lid, and I'm going to take some distilled water, and I'm going to thin it down till it's a paint consistency. I don't know, I may need more. I'm going to get myself another paintbrush. I'm going to paint this up. It's going to be berry red.
I get
Actually,
it.
this
You
is
did there. You said berry red.
Actually, this is candy apple red.
Don't tell anybody.
But for today, it's going to be berry red. So these tags are made out of wood. You could easily do them out of cardstock, whatever you have. Just paint. I'm just going to paint one side of it. I'll leave the back side white. And because I used distilled water, I can take any of this excess and just stick it back in my jar, and I don't have to worry about anything growing, any mold or bacteria. And I'm going to dry this up. And I'm going to actually kind of make this look like a strawberry, so I'm going to put some little seeds on it. Then you're going to see one of my favorite things these days is we are going to chalk a cute little sentiment, a sweet little sentiment on here. So I've got that dry. And I'm going to take my Sharpie, and I'm just going to, here and there, put some seeds. Basically, just little dots. Don't go all crazy. Don't make them too long. But we kind of want this to look like a strawberry. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'll hold it up.
Overhead.
Kind of doing a pattern, but you don't have to. So here is, does that look like a strawberry? Okay. And I'm going to kind of distress the edges. So I've got my little sanding block. And I'm just going to take some of that paint off the edges. It's going to show through the white. If I kept sanding, I would get through the white paint and I would actually get into the brown of the wood itself. But I don't want to do that. I kind of want to leave it red and white. Pretty? Can you see?
Go over the top now.
Okay. Now because I've got paint on wood and I'm going to chalk on this, I'm going to get out my wax. This is just clear paste wax. And I'm going to wax this because I don't want my sticky transfer that I'm going to put down. I don't want it to pull up that freshly painted surface. So I am putting down a thin layer of wax, and then I'm going to find a blank spot on here, and I'm going to buff off as much of that wax as I can. I don't want too much wax on it. Good. Rhonda, good morning. Thank you for sprinkling the joy, Lisa. Thanks, Liana. Thanks, Mary. Thanks, all of you guys that said it was cute. I hope you like it. I kind of debated doing it. I'm watching all my other crafty sisters, and they're doing really fancy things, and you know, this kind of felt a little, I don't know, a little juvenile. But you know what? Sometimes we need juvenile. Sometimes we need easy. Sometimes we need crafts that we can do with our kids or our grandkids. Okay, so here's our tag, and we are going to use part of this month's club transfer. I love this transfer. It's Home Sweet Home. It's got this cute little cottage. It's got these beautiful words. I love that font, Home Sweet Home. And then it's got some little words, celebrate each other, forgive and hug often, laugh together, share our dreams, love unconditionally. I am just going to use the word sweet right here on my tag, on my berry tag. So, let me show you this. This is a project we did with this transfer. Is that not gorgeous? This is a fake book, and I use it for on my coffee table for our remotes. Anyway, so we are going to use just the word sweet. So let me pull this out. I have used this a time or two, but I want to fuzz this because it still is really, really sticky. So I'm going to, it has some lint on it. Too much lint. It has chunky lint. Okay. So I'm going to put some fuzz on this so it's not as sticky. Just kind of ease up that stickiness. To lay just that word sweet over here. Now I'm going to lift it up so I can see if I'm centered. Thanks, Patty. Thanks, Mary. I'm glad you don't think I'm Okay, so I'm pushing this down. Like I said, I'm only going to do the word sweet. And because this berry basket is this teal, I'm going to use my teal chalk paste and just do that word sweet. So I'm going to take my squeegee, put a little bit on, only going over that word sweet.
Morning, Rosie.
Hey, Rosie. I've been thinking about you. I am wondering, pull this off. I am wondering if you are going to be doing the pillowcases again. our friend Rosie. Is that not sweet? That is sweet.
That's
Sweet
so
for berries.
cute.
See? Isn't that going to be cute? So, our friend Rosie has, for I don't know how long, a couple years that I know of, has collected homemade pillowcases for children's pediatric ward in hospitals. And so she has a little craft group of friends, and she has always asked them to make pillowcases and donate them. Use fun kids' colors and fabrics, and it looks like she's doing them again. So I will be doing another live on how to make a super easy pillowcase.
Rosie, go ahead and post your Facebook page on here real quick if people want to contact you about helping.
Okay, so we are going to finish decorating this up. So I'm going to use some raffia ribbon. Have you ever used raffia? And it comes in this bag, and it's just, hold on. How long does Crafters get? On Craft Around the Clock, segments are 45 minutes, so I have about 8 minutes left. Anyway, raffia, love it or hate it. Sometimes it can be a hot mess. I discovered raffia ribbon. This is so much more manageable than that bag that you're pulling stuff out of, and it's basically the same thing. It's raffia. Now this one I haven't used yet, so I got to get it started, but there we go. Pulls out of here, and I've got manageable raffia. Okay, and so I ordered this off of Amazon. So if you typed in, I don't know if I put a link to it. But if you just Google, go on Amazon and say raffia ribbon, this will come up. There's all different colors. So you know what I'm going to wrap it around a time or two.
You're going to go double up.
I'm going to double up.
Extra.
Okay, so it's fancy, it's manageable. Okay. I'm going to dump those out for now.
Francis, Texas. Vine and Silk Design says good morning.
Good morning.
Where's
Thank you.
Francis, Texas at?
From Francis in Texas.
I get it.
Okay. I'm going to put
Francis, Texas. That anywhere near Paris, Texas? Get
Honey,
it? See what I did there?
honey.
See what I did?
honey. Her name is Francis.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't live in Francis,
I'm
Texas.
just being silly. Never
Okay.
mind me.
I'm just putting a little dab of hot glue there. Okay, honestly, it's a nightmare. Something. Okay. Oh, the neighbor. She's reached harassment level now. Please. Oh my goodness. No fun. Neighborhood
Thank you,
drama.
Rosie.
No fun.
Rosie posted my friend's quilt, sew, craft, have great hobbies. And it's a private one, so you have to sign up for it, answer some questions. But it
She'll
is
let
well
you
worth
in.
your time.
Yes, she's got some fun people. All kinds of crafts. She's not in competition with Craft Round the Clock. She doesn't do marathons, or it's just a group of crafters that. Okay. So I've got that wrapped around a time or two. I'm using the red and white. And I'm going to tie this in a knot. I'm going to attach it to this through the little hole. Okay, if you like, hula skirts. That would be a little more contained than the bag of raffia madness. But anyway, I really like this. And it comes in all different colors. Okay, so I've got that strung on, and I'm going to tie this in a bow.
Just sort of off the subject a little bit, but Rosie, have you been in touch with Tracy in the last day or so? Lisa says she loves these.
Thank you. Oh, you're waiting for Tracy to invite you to join. Yes, I understand she has a waiting list. It's well worth the wait, though. Okay, so I'm gonna trim these ends. Cute, cute, cute. What do you think? If you are interested in this transfer that I used, it's our club transfer, you can't buy it. You can only get it by joining our monthly subscription club. So if you're interested in that at all, want more information, again, this is our August transfer. Just comment club and we'll send you some information or I'll get back to you. So here, let me get rid of some of this stuff so we have a nice, here we go. I have my basket of berries and you know what's inside each one of them. This would be a cute little centerpiece if you're having some ladies over or men. You can have some gentlemen over. Cute little thing, birthday party, baby shower, wedding shower, summer barbecue. Have a bunch of these. Okay, so let's see. He's overhead with this. So here is our cute little berry basket. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Okay. So thanks for joining us, and I hope you will stick around for the next Crafter on the Clock. I can't remember who it is, but it will be awesome, and it will probably be fruity themed. I hope you're enjoying the Fruit Week, Going Fruity Week on Crafter on the Clock. And thank you so much. Oh, hey, Fran. Hey, Mary. Splash of Paint. Welcome, everybody. I am so grateful that you are here. I hope you will consider following our page or at least giving it a thumbs up and follow us and come check out some of our other lives that we've been doing. So I'm going to pose for this so I have a cute little thumbnail and not one where I'm cross-eyed. But how is that looking? Does that look okay?
That'll work.
Okay, thanks so much. We will be on again later, and so hope you'll track us down when you're not watching Crafter on the Clock, and we will see you then. Bye-bye. Have a great rest of your week.